In lesson 4-6, we're going to be introduced to the coordinate system. You will need your whiteboard marker, and your math journal. So let's start with our warm-up. Would you number 1 and 2 on your whiteboard? So fraction of a given number. Go ahead and just write your answer to what is 1/2 of 8 and what is 1/2 of 20. So 1/2 of 8 is 4. Number of means to multiply. So 2 times 10 is 20. Go ahead and erase. These are all whole numbers right now. So 1/4 of 12, 1/4 of 20. So 4 times 3 would be 12. Another way to say this is 12 fours. And how many fours are there in 12? There are 3. 1/4, or dividing 20 by 4, is 5. All right, one last warm-up problem. These will be mixed numbers, so be aware of that. So 1/3 of 10 would be 10 thirds. And what's another way to write 10 thirds as a mixed number? Well, it goes in there 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9 with 1 left over. 3 and 1/3. So 1/4 of 5 would be 5/4. What's another way to say 5/4? Goes in there once with a remainder of 1/4. I want you to look at the town map on this screen. The grid lines represent the roads in the town. Ben is going to walk from school to the grocery store to buy an after-school snack. What is the fewest number of blocks Ben will have to walk to get to the grocery store? So what I would like for you to do is, with your finger, I would like you to walk him from school to the grocery store and see how many blocks it will take him. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. So if he walks up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually. It would be 6 plus 5 blocks would be 11 blocks. Using that same map, what is the fewest number of blocks you would walk from the park entrance to the pizzeria? Go ahead and trace it from the park entrance to the pizzeria. Trace it with your finger and figure out the park entrance to the pizzeria. Pause your video. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. Second one. What is the fewest number of blocks you would walk from the library to the ice cream shop? So locate the library, locate the ice cream shop, pause your video, and find out how many blocks he would have to walk. Remember, these are city blocks, so he wouldn't cut across. He would go right along the blue lines. Make sure you pause your video and do what is expected. So we could go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 blocks. So a little further to travel. What is the fewest number of blocks you would walk from school to the pool entrance? From the school to the pool entrance. Pause your video and find out how many blocks. So if you went to the school, up to the pool entrance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks. On journal page 127, so turn to journal page 127, it says locating cities on a map of Ireland. Here you'll see a list of different city names in Ireland. They're all alphabetical, and it will tell you a letter and a number that will help you locate the city on the map. So if you look at the map, it has letters across the top and numbers across, going from the top to the bottom. So if I were to find the city of Newcastle, which is right here, it is in this grid. It is in this grid right here. So I would go straight up and say that would be F6. F6. Or if I were finding the city of Dingle, it is found here. If I go up, down in this case, it doesn't matter, or across, it would be A2. So this allows me to find particular cities. What you are going to do is to look for two cities, Westport and Wicklow. So let's start with Westport. You're going to have to scan and find a city of Westport. It's in about the middle to upper left-hand corner. It's right here. So it's found within this grid. What would be the letter and what would be the number? So it would be B5. Go ahead and fill in B5 in your math journal. And then let's find Wicklow. W-I-C-K-L-O-W. Wicklow. Wicklow is in the upper, well, let's see. It's in the middle toward the right-hand side. So it's right here. It's in this square right here. So we would go over, down to F, and across to 4. So write F4. And you could do that for finding Tralee, B2. So you go B, go all the way down to 2, and it would be right here. Let's go ahead and practice plotting points on a coordinate grid. This would be on page 128. Make sure that you're filling this out as we go along, as you will be taking a picture of it upon your completion. So it says plotting points on a coordinate grid. Use the grid shown below as you follow directions from the teacher. We're going to plot the letter M, and we're always going to go over first and then up. Last time we put coordinates on our grid, we had letters and numbers. This time we have numbers and numbers. So we always go over. Think about a ladder. If you were going to put a ladder up on a house to get up to, say, put some lights on the top of the roof, you would have to move the ladder over first before you climbed up the ladder. So keep that in mind, that you always go over first and then up. And I'm going to give you the coordinates for M. M is 3, 2. So that means we're going to go over 3. So go over 1, 2, 3. Now you're just not going to draw the lines, but I'm doing it to trace and show you where it would be. And then up to 2. So you wouldn't include those lines, but you would just go over 3 and up 2. Put a dot and the capital letter M. Letter N is 10, 5. 10, 5. That means we go over 10 and up 5. So over 10, again, don't draw this, I'm just showing you it. And up 5. And again, you are not drawing the line, I'm just showing you what I do. And I would go up to 5 and put the letter N. Then let's put the letter S, and let's call that 2, 9. Remember, you move the ladder over before you move it up. So over 2 and up 9. So over 2, up 9. You would put the point there and the letter S. Make sure that you're doing this on journal page 128. And let's do one more. Let's do the letter R. And we'll call that 8, 0. So if we're making this 8, 0, we would go over 8 to right here and up 0 and put the letter R. Moving down the page, it says for problems 2 through 6, use the coordinate grid shown below. Write the ordered pair for point A. So here's point A. We're going to see how many it goes over. So it goes over 10. And then it goes up to 13. So 10, 13, and we put that in parentheses. And again, I'm just drawing the line so you can see. Point B is over 5. And then it goes up 2, and then we look over to the side, 13. 5, 13. Point C is here. Go over 5. Put a comma in between and up 2, and look over to 9. 5, 9. And lastly, the origin means the starting point, and that would be right there, which would be 0, 0. Use a straight edge, which is a ruler the side of a notebook. Connect points A, B, and C in order. So we start with A, connect it to B, connect it to C. On the same grid, plot and label the points listed below. So let's start with D. Over 6, up 10. Now this is important not to have any lines. So go over to 6 and then up to 10. And you put the letter D. I'm going to cross it off when I'm done just so that I know I have it. Next, E, over 9, up 10. So we go over to 9 and up to 10. Letter E. F is over 10, up 9, so over to 10, and then go up to 9, and that's letter F. G, 10, 6, so over to 10, and then up to 6, the letter G. And again, if you need additional time, go ahead and pause the video. H, over 9, and then up to 5. Put the letter H. The letter J, over 6, up 5. So I'm going to go over to 6 and then up to 5. Put the letter J. And lastly, K, over 5 and up to 6. Put the letter K. Now, number 5, use a straight edge. Connect the points in alphabetical order, beginning with point C. So C goes to D, D, E, F, and to G, H, J, K. What image did you create by connecting the points? The number 5.